Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. I'm back again doing your monthly tarot horoscope for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Virgo. This is for February 2015. And I have a little bit of a cold. You could tell it's a little bit sinusy in my throat. So just kind of bear with me here. I don't quite sound myself, but I am sending everybody. I have these frog earrings that I'm wearing. I'm sending everybody this financial money mojo right now, because I feel like everybody needs it. Everybody can have more, use more money, and be more practical, especially with it. So I'm sending that to you guys. And I am still doing private readings, and my readings are the 1 hour 75, the 2 hours 150. I am doing a special combo where it's a tarot and cord cutting session that is $100 and it's 90 minutes. And I'm also doing the yearly still, which is $250 and it's 2 hours. That would go from whatever we start. So say we did it in February, we go through February 2015 to February 2016. So anyways, this is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Virgo. Okay, I'm going to just roll out. I've just shuffled here. And let's roll it out and see what we've got for you guys. It has several reversals, which is interesting. You have a tricky spread, Virgo. I'm not sure what's going on with you guys, but we're going to have to take a look at this. This is tricky stuff. First and foremost, some of the cards that were reversed is the waiting card. I call it the waiting card, which is the Seven of Pentacles. In the upright position, it's to wait or not to wait, to work on diet. In the reverse position, it is also, in the upright position, it's a yes card, and the reverse position, it's a no. And it says to upset the apple cart, obsessed with money, stealing what is not yours, doing something when it's not yet time, and impatience. This is, again, this kind of goes with morality. Okay, this is kind of immorality in a sense. It doesn't have to be where you're, a kleptomaniac, where you're going through the retail stores and stealing things. I don't. It could be, but I don't feel that way for you. I feel like you're just really impatient. You want things to be different, and you want it now, today, not yesterday. You may upset the apple cart by being impatient. It's like you going into a store and being like, where the hell is my, my copies? Where I thought I gave this to you yesterday. Why isn't it done? You want things to be done right. You want it to be done, I feel like Virgos are very technical, detail oriented. And this is impatience. To me, it also translates into frustration. You're kind of trying to do things ahead of time, but sometimes your impatience just like gets the better of you, and it's not time to do things, and you do them anyways. You're over anxious. To me, this is anxiety, severe anxiety, where, you show up a day ahead to get on the train, and it's not time, you need to wait. You need to calm down. You need to work on your anxiety issues. Really work on your anxiety issues. What's crossing you is family drama, contention and fighting among 2 or 3 siblings, sibling rivalry or jealousy among friends, foxy or cunning people trying to take advantage of you. To me, this is not a good combination. Being impatient and then having to deal with people that are just not good for you. people that are taking advantage of you. Maybe you're just frustrated. You have high anxiety because the people around you are causing you anxiety. I feel like that's what it is. It's not. It is partly you being a perfectionist, and it is partly the fact that you want things to happen correctly in the way and the time that you want it to happen. But it's also, it's sort of like when you're in a relationship that's unsteady, where you don't know where it's going. You don't know if they even really like you. You don't know if they're using you. You don't know what the truth is. It's sort of like, it creates a lot of anxiety. It's not healthy. I feel like this is the heart of the issue. You have people around you that are creating this anxiety. You don't know who to trust. You may be tempted to take what you think is yours, because you're afraid that if you don't take what you feel is yours, somebody else will take it. So that's why you would do that. I feel like that's the only reason why you would do that. I just feel like there's a lot of arm jabbing. There's a lot of backstabbing. There's a lot of, now this is for some of you. This is not for all of you Virgos, okay? This is a general reading, okay? Some of you, I feel like, really have these issues. People around you are not really wanting what's best for you. In fact, and you don't see coming is they want to see you fall. And you're already scared of getting hurt. So this is you falling off the cliff, getting hurt, and feeling pulled down and drained in some way. And you may call like you may call time out. What's crowding you is you kind of need a time out. This is to start talking to somebody, making up after a fight. After a long period, of fighting, negotiation, peace, love, and harmony. That's what's crowning you right now. This is the beginning of February. This is the beginning, first probably week or so. You're dealing with this craziness, this high anxiety, don't know who you can trust vibe, and you just want peace. You just want peace. You don't want to fight. But in the not so distant past, this was you and your spouse, or this was you and your maybe now ex-husband, or maybe this is you and your ex-wife, with the 2 kids. This is drama. It could be a girlfriend too, because in the upright position, it's all about frustration. It's all about arguing. It's all about fighting. In the reverse position, it's all about making up after that fight. So maybe in the past, not that long ago, a day or 2 ago, you were fighting someone in the family, and it wasn't pretty. And you feel like unsupported. You feel unloved. You feel like the people in your life do not support you. At one time, in the distant past, you had a long-term relationship, that there was commitment, it was a healthy, happy partnership with children, But right now, it's turned into this, where it is not pretty. And in the recent past, you had kind of a breakthrough. Problems starting to kind of fade away, where you didn't have so much on your plate. So it's sort of like you had this relationship that was good. You were able to kind of get through a period of time where you had a lot to deal with. Maybe even in your relationship, you did have a lot. The world kind of came knocking on your door saying, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, you owe, a lot of money to the government, and da-da-da-da-da. And you had to pay it. You had to find a way to pay it. Or maybe you lost your job and you had to figure out, how to pay. Maybe you've been looking for a new job and it's been a hard time. You had a hard time doing it, but maybe you found something and you have new, money coming in, and you're like, things are kind of getting better. And so maybe you're like, maybe I can fix my relationship. Maybe things in my relationship will get better. The problem is that you are not supported right now in your relationships, in your friendships, in everybody that's in your life right now. I call into question. You know, I would like to say, would the real honest person stand up? You know, if you had lined up everybody that you know in a room, in a lineup, could you pick out 5 that were honest? Could you pick out 5 that really supported you? Could you pick out 5 that really truly loved you? Could you pick out 5 that were there for you when you needed them? My feeling is no. And this is creating you tremendous anxiety. Tremendous. Something's not right in your marriage. Something's definitely not right in your marriage. And you feel really unsupported in general. And you're carrying a heavy load of burden. So you got this, recently things started to get a little bit better, but then emotionally you're still carrying other people's burdens. You're still carrying a lot of responsibilities on your back, and you're the female here. Sorry, guys. And, but you guys, you could be as well dealing with a lot of shit on your plate. And it's not good for your emotions. You're still carrying it emotionally. And I feel like it's other people's shit, other people's emotional shit. And it's interesting. What's coming in from the outside is to take action, is to go out there, is to pound the pavement, is to get out and dance and sing and be active. Do not stay in the house. Do not sit around. And, you're the high priestess. Your attitude is the high priestess. You know the answers. You have intuition. You're a medium. You're like me. You have certain psychic gifts. You need to use those. You need to really tune in to the people that are in your life and say, I don't feel good about these people. These people are not good for me. It's time to move on for those people. And the outcome is the wish card. As you all know, I really like the wish card. And the wish card is really interesting because I pulled the second card to see what is it that you're wishing for. And the Two of Swords is a very interesting card to show up in this, okay? Because it's not really a positive card, but it's a card about how this swan, which I feel like is female, and this guy here I feel like is male, but it can be there could be a female. This could be a female, okay, and another female, or the swan could be a male, and this could be a female, okay. So, but 2 people in a relationship. Swan is holding the heart out and saying, "There's potential here. There's something real here. Don't screw it up. I'm offering it to you. Please take it." And this guy or the girl that's holding the swords doesn't want it. They're rejecting it. They're saying, no, it's not going to work. No, I don't love you. No, I'm not ready. No, I'm scared of commitment. No, don't bother me. Don't come any closer. I just want to be left alone. This is where someone is ignoring you. Someone is totally emotionally unavailable. This can also be where someone else is in another relationship, so I feel like you have trouble in your marriage. If you have trouble in your marriage, chances are they may have moved on with somebody else. And the reason why you maybe can't fix the marriage, maybe you want to fix the marriage, is because they moved on with somebody else, or they cheated, or they did something where it's now they're not emotionally available to. It may not be that, but to me it feels very much like there's a reason behind why their guard is up. They're saying no. What you want is you want that person to take your heart and say, let's make this work. You want them to not be scared of what you have to offer, which is love. You want them to call you. You want them to talk to you. You want them to be open with you. You want communication. You want to have a relationship with this person, despite the fact that there has been a lot of crazy things that have happened. You want the relationship. You want to salvage the relationship. You're offering a way to fix it. The thing about this, and this is so hard to see for me, but the thing about this is if you push forward for this, it's not going to work. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Normally, you get your wish when you get the wish card. But in this situation, I don't see it happening. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news and say you're not going to get your wish. Because what you want is you want things to change, and what you want isn't good for you. And you can't control what somebody else wants. Just because you want it doesn't mean they want it too. Just because your heart is there and open doesn't mean their heart is. It takes two to tango. They have to want it too. And you can't force it. So, my dears, Virgo, my feeling is that because you can't force it, there is no amount of tea in China that's going to get this guy or this girl to open up to you and take your heart and say, yes, let's date. Let's have a relationship. Let's fix our existing relationship. Let's get remarried. Let's try this again, because they are emotionally checked out. There's nothing you can do except wait and see. If that person comes around, then, but this person is afraid. This person is afraid of what's going to happen when he or she takes that heart of yours, It's like a shiny red apple, but that shiny red apple can be like the Snow White apple. You know what I mean? To them, that's what it looks like to them. It looks like it's too good to be true. It couldn't possibly be true. But it is. They need time to process their own shit. So in this instance, I don't feel like you're going to get what you want. You need to move on. You need to move out. You need to move away. You need to move. Get out there. Sitting around waiting for things to change when they are really, really bad is not the right way. That's not what the universe is telling you. You're not listening to the signs, because you're a very intuitive person. I feel like you're a very intuitive woman. Okay, you could be a very intuitive guy too. But my feeling is that you're a woman. You're watching this and you are not listening. You're holding out all hope that this guy or this girl that you were in a relationship with is going to come through for you. That's what you're holding out for. That's what you're wanting. But right now, like I said, you can't force it. And waiting for things to change, well, that's just kind of like wishing your life away. I feel like you need to recognize that you don't have the support that you need in your life. You need to go get it. You need to be your own cheerleader. You need to love yourself enough to say, I deserve better than this. And I think we called this card the bloody wanker card. He's a bloody wanker. That's it, I hate to say that, but he is. He's just a bloody wanker. And he's scared. Guys get scared very easily, unfortunately. But I also feel like you have history with this person. I feel like this is your husband. A lot of you, this is your husband. This is maybe your ex-husband, but you've gone through so much together, and it's time for it to come to an end. This is where you get off. This is where the roller coaster ride has stopped. It's time for you to get off this ride and start living your life in a new direction. This is unsustainable. There's too many elements, there's that, feeling unsupported, which is a huge one, okay? Then there's holding out your heart to a man who doesn't want it, which is number 2, which is really bad. There's also wishing for him to want it, but you can't make him want it. He just has to want it. So it's number 3, not good. We got the frustration card, which you want to make up, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe you guys do make up, only to fall again, only to be scared again, that you're going to get hurt again. So it's a pattern, breaking up and getting back together. It's a roller coaster that needs to come to an end, that has come to an end. And you need to accept it and move on with it and be done. And it may be hard for you to hear this, but this is what you need to do. I don't know how else to tell you this. It's not good for you anymore. And the people in your life, to me, it feels like they're causing you tremendous anxiety. They are hurting you in many different ways. People trying to take advantage of you. If this guy is one of those people, which I feel like he is, that's another reason. Reason number 4 to move on. If he's taking advantage of you in whatever, any kind of way, it's not acceptable. Not in the slightest. Like, no. Be done. Good riddance to him. It's over. You had what you had. It was good at one time, but it's ran its course, and now it's not. And now it's time to move on with your life. I'm going to pull a final message card. And this is the Page of Swords. This is a great card for you. It's interesting. This is the card of I think of this as the separation card, okay? This is a card where you don't necessarily, maybe you're divorced and still living together, or maybe, you are thinking about leaving someone, separating from someone. This is the separation card. This is also another one of the moving cards. This is you moving away. You need to move. You need to get out of Dodge. If you're still hanging around your ex or your soon-to-be ex or your husband, it's time to break up. It's time to move out. It's time to move on. And this is to be saved. This is to be getting carried away from hardship, moving on from hard times, from pain. Using your sword of truth. Speak. Your truth and be like, this isn't working. I don't feel that this is going anywhere anymore. Like, we're done. Like, it's over. Maybe he knows it. Maybe she knows it. Maybe it's been over for some time. But this is where you move on, and you can ask the help of your true friends. You can ask the help of the angels to help you do this. Call an Archangel Michael. Call an Archangel Raphael. Ask them to help move you away from this hardship, from this troubled time. Because I feel like you're kind of just in this crazy roller coaster cycle of shit. It's also financially a very good sign, too, where you're no longer going to be in hardship, where you're counting every single dollar, I think it's a very positive way to end the reading, but also a very positive way to end February. I think February is going to be, I would say, kind of a roller coaster for you. But you need to get off the ride and say, I'm done, and move on and be happy. And, wherever the wind takes you, that's where you need to go. 'Cause she's being lifted. I feel like some of you are going to be traveling. Flying somewhere, taking a trip, go to the Bahamas, get some sun. It feels very much like you're living a very cold, dark life, and you need to just be in the sun. You need to have hope. You need to be lifted away from just the crap, you know? It's time. And if you're not in a relationship, you've had some family issues, and you feel maybe not as supported as you would like from your family or from loved ones. Maybe you were married, but you're not anymore, and you need to go out more. That's for sure. Be wary of people that aren't available. Be wary of people that are trying to take advantage of you. Be wary of men that, things seem too good to be true. But in the end, I feel like you're going to be blessed, just like everybody else. Virgo, things are gonna work out. So stay positive. And on that note, I'm going to wish you a wonderful night. Feel free to contact me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com, for private reading. And I send you lots of love, financial prosperity, and big hugs, big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. All the best to you. Take care.